All right, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we got a video coming from the S Hotel here in Jamaica.
Montego Bay.
Yes, right. So if you tuned into this, you're clearly curious about the S Hotel in Montego Bay. We'll tell you a little bit about it. We've been here for, well, today is Sunday. We've been here since Tuesday. How many days is that?
5 days. This is our 5th day, I think.
We've been here 5 days. Sounds good to me. Got the noise cancellation on because the DJ is playing music. Hopefully it sounds somewhat decent, blocking out the music.
Right.
Or most of it. But overall, what would you say about it?
I would, to keep it short, I would recommend this place. I would come back and I would recommend it to other people. To elaborate, the service is great, the food is great, the atmosphere is great, proximity to the airport is great. Highly recommend.
The beach is, the hotel is right on the beach. You can see it's right behind us. We have direct access.
That's a big plus. I think another plus is this place is now 16 and over, so it's all adults. It's a more laid-back vibe. If you're looking for like a real party vibe, this is not the place. This is more of a laid-back place. They play music throughout the day. They usually have some form of entertainment from 8 to 10 p.m. at night. It's not very crowded. There's certainly people here, but I don't feel like it's crowded. We've never had to be in a situation where we couldn't find a chair or a bed to lay on, either here or on the beach. So yeah. We like it.
I would say we've been here since Tuesday. The weekend has by far been the busiest. Friday night, Saturday, and then today have been the busiest days of the week here at this resort. We, unfortunately, because of restrictions with my job, couldn't venture out too far to do some excursions, but that's fine. This place will be here, and always assume that you'll be back.
So, to dive a little deeper into what we like about this place. My mom is Jamaican, so I grew up on Jamaican food, and I have a pretty good idea of what it should taste like. This place, at the restaurants, they have 3 restaurants that you make a reservation to, and at the buffet, all have a really good grasp of what Jamaican food is and what it should taste like. Like, they have authentic Jamaican food we've had since we've been here. Oxtail, I've had escovitch fish. They have beef patties, mini ones, but beef patties.
Ackee and saltfish.
Ackee and saltfish, fried dumpling, breadfruit, boiled dumpling, banana, yam. You know, so jerk chicken, lots of jerk chicken, stewed chicken, rice and peas.
Jerk sausage, jerk pork.
Good stuff, right? So the food is solid. Another thing I like about this place is there's a 24-hour cafe. So if you want something to eat or drink, it's there. Out on where the pool is, they have food available from 11 to 6 every day. And then they have the buffet available for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So, like, you will not be hungry being here. It's great that it's all inclusive because, you know, all the drinks are included, alcoholic and non-alcoholic. So you'd never be thirsty either. Yeah,
I think overall my wife found this place on Instagram, right?
Instagram.
She said she wanted to come here, so we researched it and figured out it'd be a good first-time visit for me. It had everything we wanted, minus the expansiveness of the larger hotels, the beaches. I think it's a hotel called Beaches, whatever it is. Sandals, those larger hotels. I think this has 180 rooms, whereas some of the big ones have 300, 400, 500 rooms. The guests are quadruple what we have here. So we like the intimacy, and you still get your privacy if you want it. We're here on one of these little cabana beds, and you'll see some B-roll footage of like where we are in relationship to the pool and to the hotel.
Sure.
But we still have our privacy. So that's what I like, that we can still enjoy being out and being here on the island and still keep our introvertedness intact.
Yes. And as I mentioned earlier, the service. We haven't encountered one person here that wasn't helpful, polite, um, just really good natured. Like the service is top notch.
Hmm.
Yeah, can't say enough about that. Everybody we've encountered has been wonderful.
Now, and that's not to say that they're without any issues.
Right.
We've had some small issues that we've had to address with management. Very small. We just kind of mentioned a couple of we kind of give things like the 3 strikes you out rule. We'll ignore the first one. We'll be more aware of the second one, but on the third one, we kind of want to say something to kind of just be standing up for ourselves. So on the third issue we had with room service, which is only one day, we went to the manager, we spoke to her, and then in that conversation, we mentioned that our anniversary is on Monday coming up. And from that conversation with the manager, with the housekeeping issue, we've already received a complimentary massage.
Yep.
She's booked us reservations for all 3 restaurants, and even kind of managed to get us like our own individual dinner for Monday, the day of our anniversary.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that tomorrow. We're going to dress up. My wife's going to wear a nice dress. I'm going to wear a nice collared shirt and some pants, and try to live up to the moment that she kind of described to us.
Yeah, just know that you don't have to dress up here.
Yes.
I'd say if you're going to any of the 3 restaurants, as long as you are wearing a shirt with sleeves for men and just about anything for women. I mean, except you don't want to go there wearing a swimsuit, but any casual summer clothes is fine. Yeah.
The exact wording I saw on the ticket is beach or resort casual or something
casual,
like that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
just men. I can't go wearing this tank top. I have to have some sort of sleeves. That's the only.
Right.
That's the only small thing. Which you're at a nice restaurant or a nice little restaurant, so should be an issue.
Right. And just know that when you're at the restaurant, it's a 4-course meal, and you're going to be there for at least an hour and a half between each, the time between each course, and just so, just be aware of that. It's not an in and out. If you want that, go to the buffet, buffet is great. So.
Back to the beach. It's on a public beach where they have to pay. It's like $8 for the public to get on it. But since we're here at the resort pays that they kind of lease a section of the beach. So it's like cordoned off. Half of the beach is for the S Hotel.
Right.
The other half of the beach is for the public that's paying their $8. With that, the ocean is everybody's, right? No, that's not cordoned off. So you kind of you share that part. But the beach chairs, you have your own beach chairs. You get 2 complimentary drinks from the beach bar, not from here in the resort, but there's a bar here, a bar and restaurant on the beach that each hotel guest gets just for being a guest. The beach manager here, his name is Sheldon. Very good guy. He remembers your face, remembers your preference. So we like our chairs in the shade. And not once after our first day did we have to tell him that. As soon as he saw us, he started getting chairs ready in the shade, which we like them under a certain tree. So they definitely go all out to treat you as individuals to make sure that you are getting a personal experience from everybody, even the beach manager. The hell was that?
Coconut?
That was a coconut?
Yeah.
Where?
A little one right there.
Oh, gosh.
That's why they can. That's why they have this right here.
I thought it was a gunshot. Other than that, we're up on the 6th floor, so they play music until 10 o'clock. That hasn't been an issue. We are, at least for me, I'll speak for myself. I've been to bed every night by 9:30.
9:30, 10 o'clock. Yeah.
I go to bed early. I don't. I'm over it. But I've been living my best life my way. So, what else?
So another thing I wanted to mention is it's all inclusive, but please bring money for tips. Like,
Yes.
I think it's just a polite thing to do. So for us personally, every time we've encountered somebody who's done something for us, cleaned our table, brought us food, brought us drinks, we have tipped them. We've been tipping like $2 for the
Up
like
to
food
10.
service.
Yeah.
We just tipped $10 to our masseuses
Each.
On the beach, when Sheldon gets our chairs, he gets everything. We've given him $4 or $5. So
Oh, it's on this side.
it's I think that's important. Do you have to tip? No, but I think it's the polite thing to do.
Yeah.
Something else I was gonna mention. And so we're gonna tip housekeeping at the end of the week. We're just gonna leave some money at the end of the week for the housekeeping. They do have turn down service, so what that is like they'll come and kind of tidy up your room in the evening. So do a morning cleaning and an evening kind of retidying, which is amazing. That's really cool. I've never experienced that before. What else?
I just mentioned that we had ventured outside of the resort briefly. One day we walked down what they call the hip strip. That's where the hotel is situated on. Mm-hmm. There are stores for souvenirs all around the resort, but I would just say this: if you're into supporting black businesses, small businesses, the brick and mortar stores with the nice storefronts are great. They're in a great location, but be mindful that there are a bunch of smaller stores behind those. We were called by a gentleman who saw us crossing the street about to enter one of the brick and mortar nice storefront stores, and he said, not for nothing, but if you come right here across the street, it's literally across the street. It's not as nice looking, but there was about 6 or 7 stores.
Yeah, vendors. I would say,
vendors. Yes.
Yeah, they're not stores, but they're like stalls where they have a lot of souvenirs and stuff, and you are supporting, small black businesses here on the island, whereas the stores are not necessarily owned by islanders. So it's not a thing where we just are against, but if we can support black local businesses, we will. We will.
And so these stalls, if you've ever been to any of the countries in Africa or really anywhere pretty much, if you get off the beaten path just a little bit, and I mean literally just across the street, you'll find some great people doing some great things. So we decided to buy our souvenirs from those people. Right. Nothing against the Indian Jamaicans, but we wanted to support the local smaller businesses, which were right across the street. So I kind of urge you to, if you're into that, seek them out. They're not far. It's not hard to get to. It's no extra. There's nothing extra you have to do to support them except just walk across the street.
Yeah. Another thing I like about this area is, look, you're going to be offered marijuana. People are going to ask you if you want to buy marijuana. Not at the hotel, but if you go outside the hotel or on the beach, you're going to be asked if you want marijuana. If you just say no, thank you, people leave you alone.
Yep. I've been asked about 15 to 30 times. I don't know, but I just say no. And for the most, I'd say every single person just left me alone.
Yeah, they'll move on.
I watched a lot of videos on the Hotel-Montego Bay, and a lot of times Kentucky Fried Chicken popped up. It's about a mile away, which for us, we walk our dog about a mile every day, so that wasn't an issue. The heat was, but the distance wasn't. But I'll say this: I've never seen a fast food restaurant that crowded.
It's crowded. It was packed.
Walked in, we waited about 10 minutes. The line didn't move. It's packed from the counter down to the door to the seating area, with local people wanting Kentucky Fried Chicken. So we ended up leaving. We didn't get any Kentucky Fried Chicken. Thankfully, the resort that day actually had fried chicken. That was really good anyway.
Good, yeah.
I got my fill. And we spoke to one of the concierges here. His name is Marlon. He said, for some reason on this island, all of the Kentucky Fried Chickens are like that. So just be mindful of that. You may have to do like an order ahead thing, or ask one of the taxi drivers what Marlon was saying. Ask the taxi driver to get you whatever you want, and he may be able to make a phone call to somebody who's already there and bring it to you for a small fee.
Yeah. What
Um,
else?
Other than that, I really, really, really enjoyed it. I love seeing.
Oh, you know what? They have these baths in the basement floor of their spa. You can. It's complimentary to guests. There's 3 baths and there's sauna, and they're mineral baths, meaning like in the water there are dissolved minerals that are good for the body, and so one bath is like a cool temperature, one is a warm temperature, and one is hot.
57, 97, and 102
Fahrenheit.
Yeah, Fahrenheit.
And
Yeah.
it feels really good. So they'll tell you when you come in, you get 30 minutes complimentary. So we thought that meant once. We just found out today, we only have one more day to go here, that you can go to those baths every day. You can go to the sauna every day. You just got to book an appointment with the spa. So something to keep in mind.
Yes.
Also, the masseuse I had today, her name was Monifa. She was amazing. Absolutely amazing. One of the best massages I've ever had. So look for Monifa.
I didn't get mine's name. My masseuse's name. But she
Renee.
was pretty good. Okay, Renee. She
Renee.
was pretty good. Painful, but I haven't had a massage in years, so I guess that comes with the territory. But overall, I would say, just to wrap it up, my final thoughts, it's great. It's a wonderful experience. Unfortunately, like I said, we couldn't experience the excursions and venture further out, but because the State Department warnings about the place, my job won't allow me to go a certain distance past the resorts. I'm thankful to be here.
Yeah.
I'm thankful to be able to do this, so we'll abide by the rules of my job.
Would you come back here, dear?
Absolutely, 100%. I think out of all the places we've been, and we've been a lot of places, this is the place that I would readily come back to first. Everything is done for you. You don't have to do a single thing. Oh, and it's 5 minutes from the airport, if that.
If that.
It's really close to the airport.
5 to 10 minutes from the airport, at most.
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe $15 to take a taxi from the airport.
Here on the beach, you can actually see the planes landing.
Yeah.
They're really close. They're almost over your head,
right,
landing onto the runways here at the airport.
But it's not, you know what? Even with how close the airport is, it's not very loud.
No, not at all.
It's not very loud at all.
Not at all. It doesn't distract you at all. It's actually pretty cool to see the planes land.
Yeah.
There's but you also still relax.
Another thing, there's a rooftop pool. I wouldn't say rooftop, but it's on the 5th floor. There's a pool that kind of overlooks the hotel. That's pretty cool too. And there's a patio up there. Another thing, S Hotel lists their calendar of events on this board beside the buffet. So you can see every day what they have going on. Like they might have a champagne hour or a local tour or
rum tasting at 3:30 we missed.
Right, or a coffee tasting or whatever. So there are things that go on here. And as I mentioned before, what I really like is the nightly entertainment. They had a steel band last night. They had a female singer one night, male singer the other night, and they were doing, American R&B classics. They were doing, of course, Jamaican reggae classics. It was really good. It's been great.
All with an island flair. So you're reminded constantly that you're in Jamaica, and I love how proud they are of everything that they have here. That they flaunt it proudly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and I'll just mention it, in Guadeloupe, we didn't get that. Nope. We didn't get this island life overall feeling because they catered so much to their French tourism.
Yes.
And the same thing in Zanzibar. As wonderful as it was, they catered to their Eastern European tourists more than we realized. Yeah. You come here, you're going to eat something.
It's Jamaican.
You're going to see something that's Jamaican. You're going to hear something that's Jamaican, and you're going to get the island time response when it comes to things. So if you're in line, plan on waiting or leave, but don't complain about it because this is the island life.
That's how it is. And I would say that with the food, there's a lot of Jamaican food, but there's going to be recognizable, American things as well. Like there's bacon. You can have an omelet made, scrambled eggs. There's French toast, pancakes. There's chili at lunchtime, nachos, guacamole. There are hamburgers. So there are those foods that are, part of the kind of standard American diet. You'll find that stuff here too. So.
And if you can't find it here on the resort, by all means, like I said, on the beach, they got people selling fruits and stuff that they don't have exactly here at the moment. Sugar cane,
Guinap,
the Jamaican
mangoes.
apples, which I didn't know there was a thing.
Yeah.
And then if you go on the other side, you go out the front door, you can find everything you want. Even a Starbucks is right down the road.
Yeah, there's a Starbucks down the street. Yeah.
So that's it. I would say with that, if you're ever looking to come to a resort in Jamaica and you don't want the vastness of those larger resorts, this is a boutique hotel, and it's wonderful. I would recommend it.
Highly recommend.
And the earlier you book, the better the price is.
Yes.
I'll tell you what we paid. About, I'd say, roughly $500 a night, because we booked about 5 months ahead. But up until a week before we booked, I looked at the prices for the same room that we got for $500. They're going for about $800. So the earlier you book, the better off it is, and then you lock yourself into it. If you never travel, it kind of lights a fire under your feet because you get the ball rolling.
Yeah, and I would say if you can, get an ocean view room. The view is totally worth it. We're on the 6th floor, which is the highest floor. If you can get one of them upper level floors facing the ocean, the view is incredible. It's beautiful. So.
With that, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
One time for the birthday girl, 2 times for the birthday girl, 3 times for the birthday girl. Give it up for the birthday girl. Thank
They opened up the entire restaurant just for us, for our anniversary. Happy 3rd anniversary.
Happy 3rd anniversary. Yep.
And the manager's name was Deandra. The manager really outdid their self with the S Hotel by giving us access to this entire restaurant. They shut it down and gave us this lovely dinner setting, complete with the heart-shaped floor lights. S Hotel, Montego Bay.
Montego Bay.
Wagwan, brethren. My wife had there for 4 days. 4 more days of fun in the sun. What you say, gal? The dirty girl upon me.
Oh, wow.
Everything what?
Everything Irish.
That's right. The dirty girl upon me. The dirty girl upon me. I'm drinking ice water. I'm drinking the dark and stormy that was more stormy than dark. And looking at the place to be is in S Hotel. Hess Hotel. How you turn this around? Can you turn this around? Okay, I can't turn this around, so I'll just show you this way. You see yourself? You got the Hess Hotel, and back there is the ocean. Peace, love, and happiness.